Stadium roars explode as USA steps into 2026 pressure, chasing impossible World Cup glory dreams. One pass could define history. One mistake could destroy America's fragile football ambition instantly, forever. Millions watch as USMNT enters pitch, carrying expectations heavier than any generation before them ever. World Cup begins in America, but pressure already feels like a storm ready to explode. Christian Pulisic walks tunnel alone, knowing entire nation depends on his next 90 minutes tonight. Cameras flash across stadium, revealing nervous young squad preparing for biggest challenge of their lives. Analysts debate USA chances. Some call them contenders, others dismiss them as inexperienced, hopeful outsiders. History reminds everyone USA never reached World Cup final, always falling short in crucial moments. But 2026 feels different, a golden generation finally playing together at peak European experience levels. Weston McKennie prepares in midfield, ready to battle world giants with relentless, aggressive intensity tonight. Weah stretches under stadium lights, remembering his father's legacy and chasing greater glory now. Gio Reyna adjusts boots, carrying creativity expectations after years of injuries and broken development momentum. Yunus Musah trains with focus, knowing midfield control will decide USA destiny against elite opponents. USA fans fill stadiums across cities, believing football finally belongs to them on home soil. But critics warn pressure will crush young squad when knockout stages arrive unexpectedly too early. Opening whistle blows, and instantly every touch feels heavier than normal competitive international football matches. USA starts aggressively, pressing high, forcing early mistakes from opponents under intense home crowd pressure. First shot comes quickly. Pulisic cuts inside, curling attempt narrowly misses far post, tension rising. The crowd reacts loudly, sensing breakthrough moment approaching as USA dominates early possession statistics clearly now. But defense remains shaky. One counterattack exposes gaps that could become fatal against stronger opposition teams. Opponents respond fast, testing goalkeeper with dangerous shot, forcing dramatic save, keeping hopes alive. Stadium gasps collectively, realizing tournament margins are razor-thin against experienced international football powerhouses here. USA regroups quickly, attempting structured build-up play under tactical instruction from sideline coaching staff urgently. Midfield struggles begin appearing, passes intercepted easily under pressure from disciplined opposition pressing system structure. First half ends goalless, tension building as players walk tunnel knowing stakes are enormous tonight. Coach delivers tactical adjustments, emphasizing control, patience, and composure against elite defensive organized opposition lines. Second half begins with urgency, USA pushing forward faster, seeking breakthrough goal desperately now, immediately. Counterattack develops beautifully, one through ball splits defense, creating a moment fans will never forget, ever. Striker shoots instantly, stadium holds breath, ball travels toward goal like destiny suspended mid-air completely. Goalkeeper dives late, net shakes violently, USA erupts into emotional celebration across entire stadium stands. Relief floods players' faces, but match continues because survival requires consistency across full 90 minutes. Opponents respond aggressively, increasing tempo, pushing USA defense deeper into uncomfortable pressure-filled territory zone. Tactical discipline becomes crucial as USA shifts formation to protect lead against growing opposition momentum. Substitutions enter field, fresh legs injected to maintain intensity during crucial final match stages. Crowd chants louder, believing victory is near, yet danger still lingers behind every defensive line.
Can the USA actually win the 2026 World Cup? The truth about USMNT's chances.
USA goalkeeper makes another crucial save, preserving fragile lead under immense knockout stage pressure moment. Minutes tick slowly, players exhausted but determined, refusing collapse under historical expectations surrounding this tournament. Opponent launches final attack, ball crosses penalty box, creating chaotic scramble inside dangerous territory zone. defensive clearance finally arrives, relieving pressure as stadium erupts, realizing victory is almost secured now. Final whistle blows. Emotional release explodes across players, fans, and entire American football community worldwide. But celebration quickly shifts focus toward next opponent, significantly stronger team waiting in knockout stage. Pressure escalates again as USA prepares for biggest challenge yet against global football powerhouse nation. Media headlines question whether miracle run is possible or inevitable elimination approaching next match soon. Analysts study tactics, searching weaknesses that elite opponents will exploit ruthlessly in upcoming decisive clash. Training intensifies under spotlight, every drill focused on precision, discipline, and psychological resilience building strength. Pulisic leads team talks, reminding squad that belief alone will not defeat world-class opponents. Historical comparisons emerge. Previous USA squads failed at similar stages against experienced, tournament-hardened teams. Yet something feels different, unity growing inside locker rooms stronger than ever before in history. Knockout match arrives, destiny waiting quietly as stadium lights prepare for defining football moment ahead.
USA enters knockout stage knowing one mistake could end entire World Cup dream instantly forever. Opponent stands waiting, decorated champions with experience, trophies, and psychological dominance over younger American squad. Kickoff begins slowly, both teams cautious, studying weaknesses before committing to attacking tactical movements forward. USA attempts early pressing, but opponent calmly bypasses pressure using precise passing and intelligent movement. Midfield battle intensifies, every duel fought like war between experience and youthful, relentless energy combined. McKennie wins physical challenges, but opponent controls rhythm through patient build-up and positional discipline mastery. USA struggles maintaining possession under pressure, forcing rushed decisions that break attacking momentum repeatedly now. Pulisic drops deeper, searching space, trying to connect midfield and attack more effectively under pressure. First major chance falls to opponent. Shot curls dangerously, but misses inches wide post. Tension. Crowd exhales collectively, realizing margin between success and elimination is extremely thin at the highest level. USA responds quickly through counterattack. Musah drives forward, breaking lines with explosive midfield acceleration speed. Ball reaches Reyna. Creative moment sparks hope as defense begins opening unexpectedly under pressure system. Through ball released perfectly, striker races forward with entire stadium holding breath simultaneously in silence. Shot taken instantly, goalkeeper saves miraculously, denying breakthrough that could have changed entire match narrative. Frustration grows as USA realizes elite defenses require more precision than previous group stage matches. Opponent increases possession control, slowly dictating tempo and forcing USA deeper into defensive structure shape. First half ends without goals, tension unbearable as players walk tunnel knowing everything remains undecided. Tactical adjustments discussed urgently, coaching staff emphasizing compact defense and faster transition opportunities moving forward. Second half begins with higher intensity, USA pressing aggressively trying to disrupt opponent rhythm early. But opponent absorbs pressure calmly, waiting for the perfect moment to strike through defensive gaps opening. That moment arrives suddenly. Quick passing sequence slices through USA defense, exposing critical structural weakness. Shot fired instantly, goalkeeper reacts late, ball hits net, stadium silenced by devastating breakthrough goal. USA now trailing, forcing immediate tactical shift toward aggressive attacking risk-taking under extreme pressure. Substitutions introduced, attacking players brought on to chase equalizer before time completely runs out. Momentum shifts dramatically as USA pushes forward desperately, leaving defensive spaces dangerously exposed behind lines. Counterattack nearly kills the match. Opponent hits the post, tension reaching unbearable levels for American supporters worldwide. Final 20 minutes become emotional chaos, USA attacking relentlessly but lacking final decisive finishing quality. Every cross cleared, every shot blocked, frustration building as time slowly drains away completely now. Pulisic attempts solo run, beating defenders, but final shot goes narrowly wide of target goal. Crowd holds breath every attack, hoping miracle equalizer arrives before elimination becomes unavoidable harsh reality. Added time announced, USA receives final chance to keep dream alive through desperate attacking push. Corner kick awarded, entire stadium rises, believing this could define American football future forever moment. Ball delivered into box, chaos erupts, multiple players jump contesting final decisive aerial battle moment. Header struck powerfully, goalkeeper saves miraculously, denying USA equalizer in heartbreaking last-second intervention save. Final whistle sounds, crushing silence replaces hope as tournament dream collapses under elite opposition pressure. Players fall to ground exhausted, realizing journey ends here despite months of preparation and belief. Opponent celebrates victory calmly, proving experience still dominates in highest pressure World Cup knockout moments. USA exits tournament, but performance signals progress never seen before in national football history timeline. Analysts now reconsider perception, acknowledging USA no longer underdog but emerging competitive global football force. Debate begins immediately about whether 2026 was a missed opportunity or foundation for future dominance era. Locker room silence fills atmosphere, players reflecting on what could have been different in moments. Coach praises effort but emphasizes fine margins separating champions from nearly successful international tournament teams. Pulisic sits quietly, understanding the burden he carried and the legacy he will leave behind eventually. Younger players vow return stronger, learning from painful experience of elite knockout stage competition pressure. Fans remain divided between disappointment and optimism about future direction of American football development system. Media headlines focus on heartbreak, but also recognition of progress made against world elite opposition. Statistics show improvement in possession, chances created, and defensive structure compared to previous tournaments. Yet final results still reads elimination, reminding everyone football is ultimately decided by moments. Global football world acknowledges USA arrival, even without trophy success at this tournament stage. Question remains unanswered. Was this beginning of dominance or another chapter of missed opportunity?
Time passes after elimination. Reflections begin shaping narrative of what 2026 World Cup truly meant. Young generation continues developing in Europe, gaining experience from the highest competitive leagues worldwide, constantly improving. MLS invests heavily in youth academies, inspired by lessons learned during intense tournament experience pressure. USA football culture slowly shifts, becoming more serious, tactical, and globally competitive in mindset evolution. Coaches analyze mistakes from knockout match, rebuilding strategies for future international competitions with precision focus. Pulisic's legacy grows, not defined by trophies, but by leadership and responsibility carried nationally proudly. McKennie becomes a symbol of resilience, representing American physicality combined with European tactical maturity development success. Reyna's journey continues despite setbacks, creativity still seen as key future attacking weapon internationally. Musah evolves into midfield engine, gaining control experience needed for elite tournament-level competition consistency. Fans remember 2026 not as failure, but as a turning point in American football evolution history. Global perception shifts gradually. USA no longer underestimated, now respected as an emerging football competitor nation. Youth participation increases dramatically, inspired by visibility of national team competing against world champions. Stadium attendance grows across MLS, reflecting rising domestic interest in professional football development structure expansion. Sponsorships and investments flood into sport, accelerating infrastructure improvement and talent identification programs nationwide quickly. Critics who doubted USA potential begin revising opinions after observing competitive performances against elite nations. Tactical identity becomes clearer, emphasizing intensity, speed, and disciplined modern pressing football philosophy adoption. Future tournaments begin seeing USA as a genuine threat rather than an experimental developmental football project anymore. Coaches worldwide study USMT style, recognizing unique blend of athleticism and evolving technical sophistication. 2026 becomes reference point in football discussions about the growth of non-traditional football power nations. Even eliminated teams respect USA performance, acknowledging difficulty of facing them in knockout pressure games. Documentary narratives continue analyzing key moments that defined USA's journey through tournament emotional storytelling arc. Fans debate single missed chances that could have changed the entire historical outcome dramatically, forever remembered. Analysts highlight tactical maturity gained, especially defensive organization improvements under extreme competitive match pressure conditions. International media praises resilience shown, despite ultimate elimination against experienced World Championship-winning opponents. Lessons learned become the foundation for next generation preparing for 2030 and beyond global tournaments. Football academies adopt new training methodologies inspired by exposure to elite international competition demand standards. USA continues evolving from developing football nation into a serious contender across the global competitive landscape steadily. Rival nations now prepare differently when facing USA, respecting their speed and structured pressing system. Emotional impact of 2026 still resonates deeply within players who experienced the tournament firsthand reality. Supporters hold on to belief that future World Cup victory remains possible within the next generation cycle. The question of winning World Cup is still unresolved, but belief stronger than ever before historically recorded. Football experts agree USA is closer than ever to breaking into elite championship-winning category. Infrastructure improvements continue accelerating across the country, producing technically skilled and tactically aware young players consistently. European clubs increasingly scout American talent, recognizing improved development pipeline emerging from domestic systems. World Cup 2026 becomes symbol of transformation rather than conclusion for American football journey overall. Every failure moment from the tournament studied carefully to prevent repetition in future critical matches. Players carry experience forward, turning heartbreak into motivation for international success in coming years. Football culture in America now permanently changed, no longer secondary sport, but rising national identity. Future generations will look back at 2026 as the beginning of serious competitive football era. Debate about winning continues, but possibility now feels realistic rather than distant impossible dream anymore. Stadium lights fade in memory, but emotional impact of the tournament remains deeply embedded globally. USA football story continues evolving beyond 2026, shaped by lessons learned under extreme pressure. Hope persists across the nation, fueled by young talent emerging from improved competitive football systems. Analysts predict future breakthroughs likely if current development trajectory continues consistently over coming years. World Cup trophy is still distant, but the path towards it now clearly visible and structured. Players who experienced 2026 carry responsibility of leading next successful international campaign attempts forward. Fans remain emotionally invested, believing ultimate breakthrough moment is approaching within the next generation cycle. Football history shows transformation takes time, and USA is now firmly on that path. The question is no longer if USA can compete, but when they will finally win. And somewhere in future stadium, that final defining moment may already be taking shape silently.